What's up, y'all? It's your boy JTMM, aka JustTenMoreMinutes, aka the Freakin 10. Back again with another installment of what I would call going down the rabbit hole with Sabaton. This one is the Unkillable Soldier. I chose this one for a very specific reason. I've got some that have been requested, which are Shriyoyama, Sparta, and Midway. But the subscriber that requested those, that said I go and look at those before covering those, and that's going to start on Wednesday. I'm kind of got a head cold going on, and it's now 5:17. I've been recording since 3 o'clock this morning, so I didn't necessarily want to go do that and then not be able to. My wife's got a follow-up appointment later today for her shoulder, so I didn't necessarily have the time to go do the background first, but those are coming, just to let you know. With that one being said, I did see this one is about a particular soldier that was injured multiple times. He was from Belgium. It was Adrian, and I don't want to mispronounce his last name, but he was kind of deemed the man or the soldier that could not be killed. So I'm very interested to see how they turn that into the song. I know they're going to do a masterful job as usual. So with that being said, let's switch it up and let's take a listen.
Trenches and mud, so Belgium and Ireland with war in his blood, leading the charge into hostile barrage. I say, you fight for the front line. Studied law with the First World War, fought in Africa, wanted more. Back in Europe, then straight to France, he's joining the Allied advance. Through the Somme and the Devil's Wood, all the battles that he withstood. Born a soldier, enjoy the war. He always kept coming for more. Never die, shot through the eye. Never surrender, however they try. How they try, shot through the eye. He'll never die.
Okay, I'm gonna stop it there because they just go right. I mean, holy crap, they just grab you by the neck and say, "Listen." And masterfully done. I love that intro. I would dare say it's one of my favorite intros so far. Into the fire through trenches and mud, son of Belgium and Ireland was born as blood. Leading the charge in a hostile barrage, by design, he was made for the front line. I like that little rhyme scheme, right? So they went rhyme, leading the charge in a hostile barrage. By design, he was made for the front line. I love how they kind of switch up the rhyming. Studied law with the thirst for war, fought in Africa, wanted more. Back in Europe, then straight to France, he's joined the Allied advance. Through the Somme and the Devil's Wood, all the battles he withstood. Born a soldier, enjoyed the war, he always kept coming for more. Never die, shot through the eye, never surrender, however they try. How they try, shot through the eye, he'll never die. This arrangement, I was trying to think of how to word this. It's powerful, right? I mean, they hit you right from the beginning, and start telling the story, and obviously the visuals go along with it. I want to see where they go with it, but I love that intro. Holy moly, that grabs you and just right to it. Let's keep going.
At the edge of madness, in a time of sadness, when a mortal soldier finds his home, thrown under fire, of a church and wire, no fear of death is unshakable. In the battles when he was shot, kept on fighting and never stopped. In a Roscambre, Passchendaele, ignoring his wounds, he prevailed. Save the day, he'll never stray, facing the foes that are coming his way. Come his way, he'll
Okay, so I'm gonna stop it there because they just again, they're rolling through, and it's one of those that you can't help but watch. And right, and as you're listening to this, it's so well done. I mean, I could say that about every song that I've covered so far, but there's something about this one with the speed and still keeping that same, rhyme scheme and telling the story. It's so masterful. At the edge of madness in a time of sadness, an immortal soldier finds his home. Proven under fire over trench and wire, no fear of death, he's unshakable. In the battles when he was shot, kept fighting and never stopped. In Arras, Cambrai, and Passchendaele, ignoring his wounds, he prevailed. Save the day, he'll never stray, facing the foes that coming his way. Come his way, he'll never stray, saving the day. So it's interesting because they kind of do that in that other verse, where it was how they never surrender, how they try, shot through the eye, he'll never die, right? So they kind of repeat that and switch it. They do the same thing here, facing the foes that are coming his way, come his way, he'll never stray, saving the day. That was pretty cool. I like how they did that. And then repeating that at the edge of madness in a time of sadness, an immortal soldier finds his home. Proven under fire over trench and wire, forged the war, he's unbreakable. At the edge of madness, he'll show no sadness, never broken, he'll be back for more. Proven under fire over trench and wire, no fear of death, he's unshakable. Again, the tempo, I mean, it's very fast paced in the storytelling, but you still get a sense of every word and what they're teaching you about this guy. And getting wounded, you saw him get shot through the eye, right? And here he is standing with an eye patch, like, okay, what do you got next? Fascinating. Let's keep going. I'm waiting for the ending just to make sure. Okay. I really loved that ending. That was really cool. Just the way they ended it on kind of that I don't want to say it was a chord changer, but just there was a little change there right at the end that was just awesome. You know, so I mean, again, they kind of repeat the things. Into the fire through trenches and mud, son of Belgium and Ireland war in his blood, leading the charge into hostile barrage. By design, he was made for the front line. Never die, shot through the eye. Never surrender, however they try. How they try, shot through the eye. He'll never die. And then they go into repeat at the edge of madness and a time of sadness, an immortal soldier, edge of madness. At the edge of madness and times of sadness, an immortal soldier finds his home. Proven under fire over trench and wire, forged in the war, he's unbreakable. And then they repeat that again with that awesome ending. You know, the visuals here, I mean, I can't even imagine. I don't know how many of the times he was injured where his enemies saw him, right? And not just random fire and such. But could you imagine being one of those soldiers, or if you were a soldier and you saw the same guy coming back when you thought you had already killed him? Dude, that would just be freaky. This one, well, let me switch it up. I'll give you my final thoughts. The fast pace of this really just grabs you. I wasn't expecting it, right? You know, and I did a Christmas truce last, and, you know, that one was kind of a good build. In fact, I replayed that one last night for my wife. But this one just comes out of the gate and really just grabs you and tells the story, and the visuals were perfect. Man, this one was different. It just hits me different because it's such a powerful story about this guy who just kept getting injured and kept going back, and truly he felt like that's where his home was in the war. But it's the fast pace of the song where they throw so much information at you about the story, but you can't help but just pay attention to every little detail, and you got to appreciate that. That was really cool. I'd have to say this is probably one of my favorites so far. There's just something about it. I can't quite pinpoint it. It may come to me later as I re-listen to it. Yeah, this has to be one of my favorites so far. I don't know if it's the story or just how fast-paced it was, or if it was the vocal harmonizations they were doing with kind of that chorus effect. Yeah, it was really cool. I really like this one, so I appreciate the recommendation. So I'll have more of these coming out on Wednesday. With that being said, it's going to end it for this one. Let me give my shameless plug. If you like the video, leave me a comment, hit that like button. If you like the content I'm putting out, please hit that subscribe button. Y'all have done an amazing job so far, so I definitely appreciate it. More videos coming. And always remember, my friends, if someone asks you to stop what you're doing, don't ask for 1, don't ask for 2, and certainly don't ask for 5. If someone asks you to stop what you're doing, always ask for just 10 more minutes. More Sabaton to go, and I can't wait. I'm JTMM. I'm out.